Yeah. Yeah, obviously extremely excited. This is what I've worked for the last few weeks, last few months, last few years, but just to be a part of a squad for a World Cup is amazing. So to be able to get an opportunity this weekend, I'm really excited.
Do you black eye or two black eyes?
No, I don't think so. Obviously, training's been pretty intense, but I think I've just got deep set eye sockets. I get asked that occasionally. Maybe it's just the lighting.
Well, when you look at the bench, obviously it's super inexperienced. Like most players are only in single figures. I mean, what's his messaging for you guys? Is it energy, I suppose? Yeah.
Yeah, obviously the role of the bench is always to add energy and add input to the guys that have been out there. But the way we do that is by sticking to our game plan, sticking to what we know, sticking to what we're good at, and respecting the opposition in that way, and just putting out a good, solid performance.
Hey, congratulations, Josh. A couple of weeks ago, you had your rig out by the pool. Did you feel like this opportunity would come eventually?
Yeah, like I said, being a part of this squad for this campaign has been a massive privilege. I think it's been a lot of hard work for myself, but absolutely everyone. I was confident the opportunity was going to come if the time was right. But like I said, being here, contributing in the way that I have, I've been really happy with the way that I've handled myself and the way that I've put my best foot forward. And just to get a game, I'm going to go out there and do as best I can.
What was the actual injury you had that kind of delayed you a little bit, like that preparation?
Yeah, I had a surgery on my hand, and I had a torn bicep when I was coming through the recovery for that.
And Rob, in stark contrast, you've kind of been running on fuels, like you've played every match, started every match. How are you going in terms of an energy level, being able to continually focus on?
Yeah, obviously it's been pretty hard with the results as well. I'm trying to find that energy, but I sort of have to thank my teammates as well. They've been around me, they've been supporting me as well. We've got a good support team here at the Wallabies, so they've been helping me. But also just with the recovery, just trying to get on top of that, knowing that every game here is quite physical and quite tough on the body. So yeah, I've just been working my recovery there. So.
Rob, this is a tough question. I hope you can answer it. How much time do you spend on your hair, mate?
Nah, not a lot. Actually, probably 2 weeks. I sort of had to untangle it a bit. It gets a bit knotty up there, so yeah.
One of your teammates told me you might spend upwards of an hour on game day prepping it so it's ready for cleaning.
Nah, I don't do anything with it. I just chuck a bit of conditioner in it, and that does the trick. So yeah. Who is this teammate? Who is this teammate?
Go on, sources remain. On a serious note, how much have you enjoyed the challenge of this World Cup of trying to assert yourself as a dominant eight? It's a position we've seen in world rugby almost year on year where there's really big players in the game across the globe, and this being a World Cup is a chance for any player. So how much have you enjoyed that challenge of trying to sort of make a name for yourself as a dominant eight?
Yeah, I've enjoyed it heaps. Obviously, going up against world-class teams here, but then even versing teams that I haven't, that I don't really verse, like Georgia and then Portugal this week. Just looking for the challenge to play. But yeah, I've enjoyed it. This all I've dreamt of has been at the World Cup and to play on the world stage in front of crowds that we have here. So I'm enjoying the moment and I'm enjoying working on myself there. So yeah.
It might sound silly, but do you want to continue to play every match and play every minute because you've just been slogging it out all year? Does there get a point in time where you think, you could actually pump the brakes for a second, or do you actually really want to be starting every game to improve?
Yeah, I think for me, every game is an opportunity to get better. So I always want to play every game, but to do that, I have to work on my recovery, as I said, and get my body right so that I'm playing every game and available for every game. And but yeah, I love rugby, so yeah, any game that I get a chance to play in, I'm truly grateful, and I try to put in my best performance.
I know you're originally from Melbourne, but did you sort of grow up sort of admiring someone like Tadai Kepu? was there any other players that you particularly looked up to?
When I was growing up, I actually admired the Fijian team just because I had a lot of Fijian relatives, and so I used to watch Fiji, the Sevens. I don't know if you guys know William Ryder, Masali Sarevi and that, so I used to watch a bit of that. I was actually a winger back then, and then holidays came around and I ate a bit too much and then turned into a forward. So I just used to watch a lot of Sevens back then, so 15 wasn't really in the picture, so yeah.
And just in terms of the match, the start, I guess, like from the outside, the team probably looks a little fragile. So how important is it to really sort of get off to a good start and, I don't know, build your confidence in the game?
Yeah, really important. Something that we've been working on, sort of like a fast start to the game, and it's been implemented through training and stuff. So that's something that we've been working on, and something that we've seen through some games as well that we've been improving on. So hopefully we get to a fast start this week in the games.
Rob, where do you feel the campaign has kind of not gone the way that you guys would have hoped that it went?
Say that again, sorry?
So where do you feel the campaign has, kind of gone off the rails, I guess, or not gone the way you wanted it to go?
Yeah, I think for us, our training's been good, and as players we think it's been good, but it's probably just transferring that into a game situation to the Saturdays, and that's been our focus this week as well. Just trying to train well, and then hopefully that transfers to Sunday. We haven't been doing that the past couple of weeks, and that's something that we're quite disappointed with the results as well. But that's something for fix, and we're hoping this week we're able to put that out on the field. And
there were some photos of you at full time, and you looked absolutely distraught. Is that as a low point for you in your career? It's been a great career so far, but where does that kind of sit with everything you've done and played that moment last weekend?
Yeah, I was just a bit emotional. I just knew it was a big game for us just to continue in the World Cup. So I sort of put everything into the week and then into that game as well. But I wasn't really emotional until I hugged Marika. He sort of gave me like a really tight hug there, and I knew he was emotional. So I know that sort of got to me a bit. With him being one of the oldest and someone that us young boys look up to. So sort of felt emotional after I hugged Marika there. So
did he say anything to you?
No, he didn't have to say anything. It was just all through the hug. So yeah, I could tell.
Jules, did you have one, mate?
Yeah. I know, maybe Josh. So Rob was just saying, one of the unique things is you come to World Cups and you get to play against teams like Georgia and Portugal. Just with Portugal, I mean, what do you know about them? I mean, like, have you ever seen them play test matches? Did you even know they played test rugby? Like, if there was a trivia night, could you rattle off, the 25 best Portuguese rugby players? Without demeaning them, how much do you actually know about their rugby history?
Yeah, mate. We obviously prepare, as you said, the Tier 2 and Tier 1 nations are the same. We do our review. We review their players and review their position-specific players. We know they've got a strong sevens background, so they've got some players and the direction that they want to play with that. We've done our prep for that, and I think we're really prepared for that. So I know that Robbie and I have done stuff as a duo, as a back row, and then obviously positional specific guys in our team have done all their homework, and we've watched their recent games there in this campaign, and obviously ones before, and dissected it that way. So we know how we want to play, but we know how they want to play.
And is that something that's just been done recently, or did you know much about them before they qualified? Like, have you ever seen them play before?
Obviously know that pretty sure that they had to go through the qualification process and the games they had to play around the world to do that, and obviously we've reflected on their more recent games and their more recent performances about the way that they want to play, because we probably feel that's the most important part. But we respect them as a nation and as a rugby team, so we're just gonna go out there and hopefully get the result.
Any further? Sorry, look.
Sorry. Josh, what does success look like? I mean, is a win enough, or do you really need a performance to give the fans something and you guys something from this World Cup?
Yeah, absolutely. I think a massive focus for us is making the fans, families, people that are over here, people that are close to the group and far from the group proud of our performance. So obviously that's a win, that's a dominant win, and that's obviously a very, very broad thing, but yeah, we want to give the people that care a lot about this team something to be proud of.
And Rob, you said you used to follow the Fijian team a lot, but presumably you won't be supporting them in the next week. Have you allowed yourself to think at all about the permutations that would get you through?
I think they would have to lose both games, is that right? And then we'd have to win this week. So, we've thought about it, but like I said, if we beat Wales, we had everything under control there, but now it's out of our control, and I guess we just have to see how things go. And
Anything further from you? Yep, at the front.
Yes, both of you. So the Portuguese improved a lot during this World Cup. They could have won the game against Georgia, and they will be at home in the stadium of Saint-Etienne. Are you prepared for they will certainly put you the pressure at the very start of the game? Are you ready prepared for that?
Like we said, we've prepared this game like any other. We've prepared to the best of our ability, bounced back since the performance last week, and put a really good training performance in this week. We're absolutely expecting them to come out hard, come out fast, and that's obviously our focus as well, to combat that and have a very good start to the game and a very good 80-minute performance. We definitely, as I said before, respect their team and want to put out a very strong performance in order to combat that.